Hi again, I'm Dr. Gary, making good bosses into great leaders with compassion and accountability. Today's message, I want to talk to you about the second component of step one of the 7 steps of intentional leadership. And I came across this actually from my tennis pro. See, Paul teaches me how to play tennis, always trying to get better. Been trying to get better since I was 18, 19 years old. But I kept playing, I kept playing, I kept playing. Till now, I get to play in national tennis tournaments, the most fun with my son. So how did I get there? Well, I listened to my tennis pro. That's how I got there. But in this case, the tennis pro took the leadership expert to class. He was sitting in a 7 steps of intentional leadership 1-day workshop. When we asked for feedback at the end of the day, he said, Gary, you need to read this book. This book, Mindset. It was by and somebody else in the class said, yeah, Dr. Carol Dweck. I've heard of it. And I thought, okay, 2 people sitting in class think that this was worth reading. I ordered the book on Amazon. It sat on my desk for a couple of weeks, and I started reading it. One of the first stories I read in the book was how they didn't give out F's to the kids in school. They didn't flunk them for doing bad work. And my immediate thought was, oh, great, just another example of everybody getting a trophy. Well, that was my mindset and my judgment of the situation. So I read on, and they said, they don't give them F's. They give them a not yet. You haven't learned enough yet to earn a B, a C, or an A. Not yet. Keep working at it. Well, just like my tennis game, where I've kept working at it, I keep improving my skills. And just like these students, it made me realize that rather than giving them a failure, that would be like going out and playing a tennis tournament, losing in the first round and saying, forget this, I can never get any better, and you quit. That's what's known as a fixed mindset. Growth mindset looks at that loss and you say, oh, I got to play in a tournament, I got to play a match, and you know what I learned? I learned that I have to improve my serve. Whatever it is, a failure, quote unquote, or an experience, as we call it as we get older, is to take that experience and always grow and learn from it. The essence of a growth mindset is we don't know our own potential and we don't know the potential of others. I'm not saying we have unlimited potential. When somebody told you when you were younger you could do anything you want in life as long as you put your mind to it, that's complete BS. You can't achieve anything in life. Look, I'm 5'6". I'm never going to play in the NBA. But we could have a mindset that says, I could work in the NBA. I could work in professional sports. I could do other things based on what my strengths and talents are. That's having a growth mindset. Now, let's take this and apply it to leadership for a second. Let's just take a simple definition of a growth mindset. People believe abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. In other words, we don't know our potential until we test it. This creates a love of learning and a resilience. People with a fixed mindset believe that their basic qualities like intelligence or talent are fixed traits. They believe talent alone creates success, not effort or hard work. You've either got it or you don't. Can you imagine going through life saying that I'm fixed, that this is it, this is the best I can do? I can't. Imagine a leader who sees people with fixed assets, that they can't get any better. If they fail in a job, they're just going to fire them because they just look at them and go, you can't learn how to do this. And a growth mindset leader will look at people in terms of their potential. And I just want to add to that. This growth mindset with my children started many years ago when I remember reading the quote in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People that said, see your children in terms of their potential, not their behavior. As leaders, that's what we need to do. We need to see people in terms of their potential. Are there times when we need to balance that with the results? Yes, we need to get results. But it's not just about results. It's about progress. It's about improvement. It's about belief in each other. And if we can do that with a growth mindset and move more away from a fixed mindset, we can be more effective as leaders. Remember, we're all a mixed mindset. Nobody has that perfect growth mindset. However, we can all get better. So my challenge to you is to be aware of how you're thinking in any given situation that's causing you to be more of a fixed versus a growth mindset. Think about it, study it, learn it, get better at it. And if you need to ask a question about it, put it in the comments. Ask me a question. And if you'd like to talk personally, just put into the comments, let's talk. And I'll contact you through the messaging one-on-one. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. Gary, making good bosses into great leaders with compassionate accountability.